So, have you ever wondered why every time you keep sending job applications out to prospect companies, you never get a response, or you barely get a response, or maybe for some others, you're getting rejection upon rejections upon rejections? Now, if this is your case, cheer up. You're about to enjoy tips on how you can have your application standing out and getting noticed by the employers. Okay, so now do well to subscribe, like this video, share it to someone who may need it. You may not need it right now, but you may know someone who may be in need of this information. So I'll just dive right into it. Yes, so now when you want to apply for any job in particular, you need to be conscious of the fact that most times the first stage of the job, that's the first process, yes, it may not, your application may not get to an actual human being in the first stage. Now, for some companies, especially for big companies that have probably a very big turnout of applications, for example, there's some companies who put out applications and have responses from like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 candidates. Yes, so for that kind of company, some of them make use of automated systems where these applications are going to go through. So it's like a digital online process, yes, where these applications are going to be scrutinized. Now, how are they going to scrutinize these applications? Because some people do not know that their applications do not even pass that first stage, and this is why. It is because you have failed to optimize keywords in your resume, in your cover letter, in your CV. Yes, you have failed to optimize and make use of the keywords. Now, for example, I am an operations manager. For example, if I'm applying for the role of an operations manager in a certain company, I'm going to make sure that I use those keywords. First of all, my first major keyword is that job title, which is the operations manager, and that's one of the first set of keywords that automated system is going to look out for in your lineup of work experience. So now you need to be able to tailor your work experience to be in line with those keywords, yes, in the job title and in the job description as well. So for example, I found out that there's some companies, what they call operations manager, probably in that company they call it a branch manager, or they call it, some people even call it a general manager. Yes, so different companies have different titles for that role of an operations manager. But if you're applying for a job that states clearly that they want a candidate for the role of an operations manager, you need to make sure that you are adjusting your job titles to suit that title that is being required, so that your application does not pass through that first stage and just get trashed in the bin. Yes, because there are no keywords in that resume. Yes, now the next thing you want to check out for, or you want to look out for rather, is your cover letter. So I was one to not take cover letter so seriously. I felt that it wasn't so important. I felt like companies were doing too much by requesting me to, attach a cover letter or put a cover letter in my mail and all of that. I used to be one who did not believe in it until I had a first-hand opportunity of handling a recruitment process, and scrutinizing applications and also conducting virtual and physical interviews. Yes, so I had the opportunity, and I was able to understand that employers and business owners, they actually are firstly and very much particular about your cover letter. To them, it stands you out from the rest of the applicants that probably just put, "Oh, kindly find attached my resume." Some people, you would even see some they would just write "sent from iPhone" and just attach their CV, and that's it. Yes, it is so, when I actually had the opportunity of conducting this recruitment process, I actually saw that, oh my God, truly having a cover letter in the body of your mail, it helps, or attaching it to your mail, it actually stands you out from a lot of candidates. Yes, so make sure that you write a cover letter. You can put it in the body of your mail, for example, saying, "Oh, dear so company, my name is so thing, and I'm here to I would like to indicate my interest, certain role in your organization. I believe I'm fit for this role because I have certain skills in certain areas, and I have this, that, and I've been able to achieve this, that. I am this kind of person, and I believe that with these qualities, I would be able to produce this results in this time. I look forward to the opportunity, and I look forward to a favorable response from you. Thank you so much. There's just something it does to your application. There's this respect, there's just this thing. It's like putting a torchlight on your application. That's basically it. So you need a cover letter. If you do not know how to write a cover letter or draft a cover letter, you can probably just use certain online platforms that can help you, or maybe just search it online, how to draft a cover letter or template of a cover letter, and you edit and make sure it's unique, make sure it's reflecting your personality, make sure it's emphasizing on your skills and why you would like to function in that role and the values that you are also going to bring to that company. Write your cover letter in a way that if an interviewer that is, or an employer that is hungry, sleepy, and probably has had a very stressful day would read it and be interested. The person's interest should spark at the sight of your cover letter, even if the person is tired. Maybe a person has been going through several applications. So your cover letter is important, and the content of your cover letter should speak volume as regards your values, your skills, your personalities. It is so important. Then another factor you want to take very seriously is if the job that you are applying for is very particular about proximity from your residence, which is your house, to the job location. If they are very particular and they say, for example, they say the candidate must live close to so environment, so area, you have to state your address in your resume. I know that for security reasons, some people would not like to put their full address, and that's fine. I don't get to put my full address. For example, I don't put my house number, I don't even put my house street. What I do is to at least put the city, the town, I don't know what it's called in your country, but for example, say in Lagos, for example, you could put, say, maybe the company wants someone who stays close to the island, who stays on the island, because in Lagos we have the mainland and on the island. So probably they specify that they wanted someone who stays on the island. You need to make sure that in your CV, your address states a place on the island. For example, the Victoria Island, Ikate, or whatever country you are. Just make sure that the address is not giving too much, but at least it's able to state that truly you're staying in close proximity with the job location. That is if it is required that you stay close to the job, because I found out that employers, once they see that your address doesn't have that detailed information, they just skip, they just put it into the trash. Or if your address is not stating that you stay close to that job location, they will skip and they will automatically trash your application because they have several other applications to go through. So please make sure that you are detailed enough. Protect your privacy, but also give out necessary information as required of that job position. Now another thing you want to ensure when you are applying for a job is to include your job title. Now your job title is so important, and I found out that some people, even if these interviewers and employers stated there that please make sure that your job title is the subject, which is the position. For example, the operations manager and accountant, make sure that your job titles just states it there, accountant, operations manager, whatever it is that they have said you should make as your job title, ensure that you do it. Now why they are doing it, it's not because they want to stress you, it's because they have several applications. So when they go to their Gmails or their emails or whatever it is that they are receiving these applications from, whatever format it is, they just do an auto search of that job title. So for example, in my Gmail, if I'm the one receiving the applications from candidates, and I've already indicated in the job application that they should indicate the position as the subject of their mail, I'm just going to go to my mail and auto search operations manager, and all the applications that have that title is going to come out. Now imagine if you put another title as your title, that automatically means the employer is not even going to see your application, because they can't keep searching one after the other, because they have a lineup of applications, hundreds, thousands of applications. So the way they are going to differentiate applications is by auto searching by your title. So make sure that you take your time to include your title based on what is required from the company or the agency that posted the job advert. Yes, it is just so important, so you don't have your job application, literally overruled or not even seen by the employer. This is just so highly important. And another thing you also want to check is that in your application, do not allow your CV or your resume just be your objectives, your work experience, your hobbies, your biography and all of that. That's all. No, make sure that your CV is unique. So I always tell people, when you want to apply for a job, what is that thing that the employer will see in your application that will make him or her interested in you, that will make him or her interested to have another conversation with you? Yes. Now, one thing you can take advantage of is stating your biggest milestones, your achievements. Yes, you don't have to state all the achievements and all the milestones of every work experience on your resume. You can just pick one of the experiences or the most recent experience that is relevant to that job that you are applying for. Yes. And then state your biggest milestones, the achievements or challenges, and how you were able to solve it, and be very factual. So don't just say, when I was working in social company, we achieved an increase in customer, that, an increase in sales. No, you must be factual. Say, in between the month of this and this, or in the first quarter of so year, or in the second quarter of so year, we achieved a 50% increase in sales. We achieved a 50% increase or progression in this. So it is factual, and we achieved this by employing so methods, so strategies, these so campaigns. So you state this thing. This way, your employers are more interested in you, and they are very much they just tend to know that, this person has value that he is offering to the company. You find out that when you come to the interview, the first set of questions they want to ask you is, we saw in your achievements that you achieved so thing. How were you able to do it? Tell us more about it. You have gained an edge just by doing that. That way, they are already interested in you, and it has set you apart from other applicants. Yes, this is just so important. Then another thing you want to make sure that you're doing is excellence. Yeah, before you send out an application, make sure to dot your T's, dot your I's and cross your T's. It is so important. I know how it is sending out a bunch of applications to several people, which shouldn't be. When you're applying, you should be very strategic when you're applying. Don't just apply to just everybody. Know exactly what you want. Yes, so don't just be focused on what the employer wants from you. They want someone that is this, they want someone that is that. What do you want from that company? What kind of company do you want to work for? Yeah, what kind of schedule do you want? What kind of work structure do you want? What kind of compensation would you like? What kind of environment would you like? You should be specific. You should know by yourself what you want. So when you see a job advert, you just know that, yes, this is exactly what I want, and you go for it, so that you don't just have your applications everywhere, and you sometimes don't even remember which company you applied for. Yes, so it's just so important. Back to my point of excellence, make sure that even if you have so many companies to apply to, be careful to check for errors, typo errors on your resumes, typo errors on your cover letter, because you don't know the kind of employers that is going to be handling your application. Some people are very keen on typo errors. Some people are very keen on written English, because they feel like, why are you going to come and work in our company and you can't even properly write English? You can't compose a letter. They will just write you off and say, no, this person is not fit for this role. So make sure that you are careful to be excellent. Do it excellently well. Check it properly that there are no typo errors. Check properly that you have given exactly what you're supposed to be giving. The work experience is stated clearly. Make sure that your resume is clear. If I open your resume, I should be seeing what I'm looking for. So if I'm looking for an operations manager, once I open your resume, I should start seeing it in the work experience. I should see it in your responsibility. It should be calling my eyes. Yes, I shouldn't be seeing something else that is as opposed to what I am looking for. Yes, so I hope this has helped you. We'll probably have a part 2 of this session, because there are so many things that you can do to make your application stand out and help you land your dream job. Yes, so in the second video I'm going to put in as regards this topic, I'm going to now go further in telling you more tips on how to make your application stand out even better. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much, and I wish and pray that you get that job of your desire, job of your dreams, the one that you desire with all the perks. Yes, I pray that you get it, and I pray that testimonies flood your life as regards your finances, your career. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Till my next video, is bye from me.